Hello dear students, I hope you all are fine and are engaged in your studies. Today I am going to start a new chapter, that is electrochemistry. Actually the chapter name is electrolysis, but the electrochemistry is a branch of chemistry in which we deal about the process of electrolysis and many other things. The word electrolysis is composed up of two words. First one is electro and second means lysis. The word electro means electricity. The word electro means electricity. We all know very well that the flow of electron is termed as electricity. So we can say that the word electro means over here either the flow of electron or electricity. While lysis means होता है the breakup of anything or the separation of anything. Means a separation of the substance by passing out any electricity or by the flow of electron is known as electrolysis. ठीक है, यहाँ पर over here a relationship is maintained between an electrical energy and chemical energy. Means here electrical energy is either converted into chemical energy or the chemical energy gets converted into electrical. For example, inverters. We all have inverters at our home. इन्वर्टर एक मशीन होती है जिसका कनेक्शन हम बैटरी से करते हैं. We do connect the inverters with battery in which an acid is filled up. Usually the acid is sulfuric acid. ठीक है. What will happen? First of all, we charge this inverter. यानी we are giving it electrical energy which is getting stored in that inverter. When we pass this electricity to it, means हम एक flow of electron pass कर रहे हैं, then the substance present in between the battery get separated into its ions. ठीक है. और जब लाइट जाती है, when the light goes out, these ions are responsible for the production of electricity. Means first of all electrical energy is getting converted into chemical energy, and later on the chemical energy is again getting converted into electrical energy. So it is basically the electrolysis is a process which establishes a relationship किसके बीच में, between electrical energy and chemical energy. Usually we all know very well that metals are the conductors of electricity. Conductors mean a substance which allow heat and electric current to pass from themselves. ठीक है. So metals and alloys basically they are capable to conduct the electric current, hence they are known as conductors. While non-metals do not have free electrons in their outermost shell, that's why they are insulators and known as non-conductors. Usually there are some chemical compounds which behave differently when electric current passes in it. For example, when we pass electricity in it, it gets diffused into ions. For example, when NaCl is get dissolved in water, means इसका जब हम molten solution या aqueous solution बनाते हैं, then it randomly split up into sodium ion and chlorine ion. So get dissociated when the electricity is passed up into it. The substances which get dissociated into its ions when electricity is passed in it are known as electrolytes. Usually these electrolytes are ionic compounds. Usually these electrolytes are ionic compounds. हमने पढ़ा है previous chapter chemical bonding second chapter में. The ionic compounds are the compounds which are formed up of ions. So usually these are the ionic compounds. ठीक है? And they get dissociated into ion when electricity is passed in it. But एक important बात है यहाँ पर कि these ions, ठीक है, these ions get dissociated just because of the passing of electric current in molten or aqueous state. Remember my words, it must be in either molten or in aqueous state, क्योंकि solid state में इनके ions free up नहीं होते हैं. So they will conduct electricity only either molten state or aqueous state. ठीक है? Here are some examples of electrolytes. Basically, electrolytes are divided into two categories on the mode of ability to dissociate into ions. These are strong and weak electrolyte. Strong means जो बहुत strong हो, which dissociate completely. Means when we pass electric current in the solution, ठीक है, so it get completely dissociate. It get completely dissociate और completely ionize. कोई भी particle जो है वो undissociated नहीं रहेगा. It will be completely ionized or dissociate into its ions. ठीक है? Strong electrolytes are very good conductors of electricity. Strong electrolytes are very good conductors of electricity. All the mineral acids are strong electrolytes. All the mineral bases are strong electrolytes. For example, HCl, NaOH. In case of salt, the salt formed by strong acid and strong base is also a strong electrolyte. While weak electrolytes are the electrolytes which do not dissociate completely. But it will contain both ions. ठीक है? पूरे तरह से dissociate नहीं होता है. It will get partially dissociated. ठीक है? They usually ionize in water only up to 10%, while strong electrolyte completely ionize up to 100%. Different type of different. अब देखो strong electrolyte जो था बेटा वो completely ionize हो रहा था, so that's why it was conducting electricity. But weak electrolyte is not getting fully dissociated. It is getting partially dissociated. So it is not compulsory कि वो electricity conduct करेगा. It depends upon कि वो कितना dissociate हो रहा है. Is it clear to all of you? Now, the third term is non-electrolyte. What do you mean by non-electrolyte? Non-electrolytes are the substances which do not get dissociated in ionic form. What I said, it do not get dissociated in ionic form. That means they are the insulators or poor conductors of heat and electricity. They never get dissociated into their ions. Mostly all the covalent bonds such as covalent compounds such as water, benzene, sucrose, glucose means the molecules are non-electrolytes. cell in which the process of electrolysis take place is known as electrolytic cell. What I am saying, the cell in which the process of electrolysis take place, that is known as electrolytic cell. It is also known as voltmeter, and it converts electrical energy into chemical energy. ठीक है, it converts electrical energy into chemical energy. होता क्या है बेटा, जो इसमें what is voltmeter? In voltmeter there is a non-conducting vessel. it is a diagram, यहाँ पे एक non-conducting vessel है. This vessel is non-conducting, in which two electrodes, one anode and one cathode is dipped over here. ठीक है, और इसमें एक solution होता है, that is electrolyte. What I have said कि in electrolytic cell और voltmeter what is there कि एक non-conducting vessel होता है which contain two electrode immersed in, dipped in an electrolyte, जिसका भी हमें electrolysis कराना है, and we connect it to a direct source of energy. ठीक है, so when we do this the reaction take place. For example, zinc sulfate, हमने एक electrolyte लिया है zinc sulfate. So what will happen, this zinc sulfate gets converted into Zn plus 2 and SO4 minus. ठीक है, I hope this is clear to all of you. Now the next topic is electrochemical cell. See beta, electrochemical cell is basically a device which is used to convert chemical energy into electrical energy. What I said, it is a device which is used to convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Example, Daniell cell, galvanic cell. See beta, अभी मैंने आपको एक एग्जाम्पल दिया था, that is of inverter. I had asked you कि इन्वर्टर में क्या होता है, सबसे पहले बैटरी गेट चार्ज्ड. When the battery gets charged, what happen? When the battery gets charged, वो chemicals को, जो भी chemicals use हो रहे हैं वहाँ पे over there, what will happen? It will dissociate it into ions. ठीक है, अब वहाँ पे जो एनर्जी स्टोर है वो कैसी है, केमिकल एनर्जी. When the light goes off, क्या होगा, वो केमिकल एनर्जी वापस इलेक्ट्रो ऑफ करंट करेगी, क्योंकि there are ions present over there and which result in the formation of electrical energy. ठीक है, so these are the cells which convert chemical energy into electrical energy. जैसे आपके रिमोट के सेल्स हो गए, या जो नॉर्मल पेंसिल सेल्स, ड्राई सेल्स होते हैं, वॉच के सेल्स होते हैं, they are the examples of electrochemical cells. The next one is electrodes. Electrodes क्या होते हैं? These are the metal plates, metal wires, metallic rods, anything which are get immersed into electrolyte. सबसे common example बताती हूँ. All of you have seen the all out bottles. All out की जो bottles आती हैं घर में, what is over there कि एक मशीन होती है जिसके अंदर हम एक bottle insert कराते हैं, and in that bottle a black color rod is dipped up in a solution. ठीक है, that rod is electrode. So basically the metal plate, metal wire, graphite or any other rod which is immersed into electrolyte, ठीक है, which is responsible for the movement of current, is known as electrodes. These electrodes are of two types. Number one anode, number one anode, number two cathode. Usually the anode is the electrode which is positive charge. इस पे कैसा चार्ज होता है? Positive charge. That means it will connected to the positive terminal of battery. While cathode is the electrode which is always negatively charged. Means it will connected to the negative terminal of the battery. I repeat it again that anode have positive charge. Anode have positive charge. क्यों होता है positive charge? Because it is connected to the positive terminal of battery, while cathode has negative charge as it is connected to the negative terminal of battery. ठीक है, यहाँ पे देखिए NaCl का एक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट लिया है. NaCl is getting dissociated into Na positive and Cl negative ion. ठीक है, here a positive terminal is anode while negative terminal is cathode. Ions. What do you mean by ions? ठीक है, before starting the ions let me tell you कि जो एनोड होता है that electrode is connected to the positive terminal, so anions means negatively charged particle. हमें पता है कि negatively charged particle attract to positive charged electrode, so anions migrate to anode, while in cathode cations moves to it. Cations are positive charged particles, so they moves to negative electrode. ठीक है, I will repeat it again once I explain you the term ions. See, बचपन से हम पढ़ते आ रहे हैं. Ions, what are ions? Ions are the atoms or group of atoms. Ions are the atoms or group of atoms which are charged. They may be positive charge ion, they may be negative charge ions, but they are differentiated into two types of ion, positive और negative charge. अब पहली बात तो why the ion gets charged? ions पे charge आता ही क्यों है? Ion gets charged because of the element is not stable in atomic form. जो एटम होता है वो नॉर्मली स्टेबल नहीं होता है. एलिमेंटल फॉर्म में एटम इज नॉट स्टेबल. To get stability, we know very well that each element required 8 electrons in outermost shell. It requires 8 electrons in outermost shell. So, इस 8 electrons के completion के लिए, for the completion of these 8 electrons, ठीक है, atom either accept electron or atom either lose. Either it will accept or either it will lose. So when any element loses electron, what I am saying, sorry, when any atom loses electron, ठीक है, when any atom loses electron, so due to the donating any electron, a positive charge come on it. This positive charge ion is known as cation. They always migrate towards cathode. ये negative charge, sorry, positive charge particles हैं, so they will move to negative electrode. Over there, they lose electron, ठीक है, and these electrons are gained by anode. What I am saying, cathode lose electrons which are gained by anode. याद रखना, दो बातें मैंने यहाँ बोली हैं. cation is formed by the donating or by losing an electron, and that's why they carry positive charge. These loose electron are gained by anode. ये जो लूज इलेक्ट्रॉन है ये एनोड गेन करता है एंड बिकम द न्यूट्रल. ठीक है, while anion are the negative charge particles. नेगेटिव चार्ज क्यों आता है? Because they accept electrons. They accept electrons. ठीक है, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं, बट जो इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज हुए थे वो यहाँ पे आके ऑक्सीडाइज हो जाते हैं। तो दो टर्म यहाँ पे नए अराइज होते हैं, द नंबर वन इज ऑक्सीडेशन एंड द अदर इज रिडक्शन। इफ वी डिफाइन एज अ टर्म ऑफ लूजिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन, तो जो एटम या आयन इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करता है तो हम कहते हैं उसे ऑक्सीडेशन। फॉर एग्जाम्पल जिंक इज लूजिंग 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन and converting into positive ion. So this phenomena is known as oxidation. While the ancient definition is the addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. Oxygen का ऐड होना, कार्बन प्लस ऑक्सीजन, ऑक्सीजन ऐड हो रहा है, CO2 फॉर्म हो रहा है, that is known as oxidation. ठीक है, और रिमूवल ऑफ हाइड्रोजन H2S प्लस Cl2। ठीक है, यहाँ से क्या हो रहा है, HCl फॉर्म हो रहा है। ठीक है, सल्फर इज गेटिंग सब्स्टिट्यूटेड ओवर हियर, सो इससे सल्फर से क्या हो रहा है, हाइड्रोजन का रिमूवल, सो दैट इज नोन एज रिडक्शन। जिस सब्सटेंस का खुद रिडक्शन हो रहा है, फॉर एग्जांपल ओवर हियर H2S इज गेटिंग रिड्यूस्ड ओवर हियर। ठीक है, सो जिस सब्सटेंस का रिडक्शन हो रहा है वो दूसरे को क्या कर रहा है, ऑक्सीडाइज कर रहा है। ठीक है, यहाँ पे H2S का क्या हो रहा है, ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है, द रिमूवल ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज नोन एज ऑक्सीडेशन। So H2S is getting oxidized over here and it is reducing chlorine. So this is known as oxidizing agent. Means oxidizing agent is the substance which selfly get reduced but it oxidize other. ठीक है, that is known as oxidizing agent. While reduction is the opposite phenomena of it. In reduction, any element gains electron, और जब वो इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करेगा तो उस पर नेगेटिव चार्ज होगा। Moreover, if any element loses oxygen, यानी द रिमूवल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, यहाँ पे देखिए जिंक ने ऑक्सीजन रिमूव किया है, सो इट इज द रिडक्शन। अब सेम रिएक्शन आपने कहेंगे ऑक्सीडेशन में देखी थी। देखो यहाँ पे बेटा दोनों प्रोसेसेस हो रहे हैं, ऑक्सीडेशन भी रिडक्शन भी। फॉर एग्जांपल हाइड्रोजन सल्फर से सेपरेट हो रहा है, रिमूवल ऑफ हाइड्रोजन, तो सल्फर का क्या होगा, ऑक्सीडेशन, बट दिस हाइड्रोजन इज गेटिंग अटैच विद दिस क्लोरीन, सो एट द एडिशन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज नोन एज रिडक्शन। ठीक है, सल्फर का ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है, वाइल क्लोरीन इज गेटिंग रिड्यूस्ड। So basically reducing agent is a substance जो खुद तो रिड्यूस हो रहा है, खुद तो क्या कर रहा है, ऑक्सीडाइज हो रहा है, बट इट इज गेटिंग रिड्यूस द अदर सब्सटेंस, वो दूसरे को क्या कर रहा है, रिड्यूस कर। ठीक है, आई होप इट इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू। ठीक है, इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट सो प्लीज कमेंट इन कमेंट एरिया। थैंक यू, हैव अ नाइस डे।